Ever found yourself wondering what someone truly desires? Not just the surface-level wants, but the deep-seated, driving force behind their actions? Today, we're diving into a story that revolves around a single, burning question: what did Roger Bank want money for? Now, before we plunge into the specifics, let's paint a picture. Imagine a world where ambition and desperation collide, where the line between necessity and greed blurs. Roger Bank wasn't a name splashed across headlines, nor was he a titan of industry. He was, in many ways, an ordinary man, a face in the crowd, a whisper in the wind. But beneath that ordinary exterior, a powerful yearning brewed, a yearning that would ultimately define his actions and shape his fate. This isn't just a story about money. It's about the lengths people go to when they feel cornered, when they believe their dreams are within reach, just beyond the grasp of their outstretched fingers. It's a story that asks us to consider the value we place on material wealth and the sacrifices we're willing to make to obtain it. To understand Roger Bank, we need to understand his context. He lived in a small, industrial town, a place where the promise of prosperity seemed to fade with each passing year. The factories, once the lifeblood of the community, were slowly closing, leaving behind a trail of unemployment and disillusionment. Roger, like many of his neighbors, felt the pinch of economic hardship. He worked a steady, albeit unfulfilling, job at the local mill, a job that barely covered the essentials. But Roger wasn't just concerned about paying the bills. He harbored a dream that seemed increasingly unattainable in his current circumstances. He wanted to escape, to leave the town behind and start a new life, a life filled with opportunity and adventure. He envisioned a future where he wasn't confined by the limitations of his surroundings, where he could pursue his passions and live life on his own terms. This dream wasn't just a fleeting fancy. It was a burning desire that consumed him, a constant reminder of what he lacked. And in his mind, money was the key, the gateway to this promised land. It wasn't about lavish living or extravagant possessions. It was about freedom, about breaking free from the shackles of his current reality. So, what exactly did Roger Bank want money for? Let's break it down. First, he wanted to secure a better future for his family. He had a wife and 2 young children, and he longed to provide them with opportunities he never had. He wanted to send his children to good schools, to give them the chance to pursue their dreams without the burden of financial constraints. He wanted to offer his wife a life of comfort and security, a life free from the constant worry of making ends meet. Second, he wanted to invest in a business venture. He had a passion for woodworking, a skill he had honed over years of tinkering in his garage. He envisioned opening his own workshop, a place where he could create beautiful, handcrafted furniture. He believed that with the right investment, he could turn his passion into a thriving business, a source of income that would allow him to leave the mill behind. Third, he wanted to travel. He yearned to see the world, to experience different cultures, to broaden his horizons. He dreamt of exploring ancient cities, of hiking through majestic mountains, of immersing himself in the vibrant tapestry of human experience. He believed that travel would enrich his life, expand his perspective, and provide him with the inspiration he needed to pursue his creative endeavors. Fourth, he wanted to escape the stagnation of his current life. He felt trapped, confined by the monotony of his daily routine. He longed for change, for excitement, for a sense of purpose. He believed that money could provide him with the means to break free from the rut, to embark on a new chapter of his life. Now, it's important to note that Roger Bank wasn't a villain. He wasn't driven by malice or greed. He was, in many ways, a victim of circumstance, a man desperate to improve his lot in life. But his desperation led him down a dangerous path, a path that ultimately led to his downfall. The means by which he sought to acquire this money were, to put it mildly, questionable. He became involved in a series of shady deals, a web of deceit and manipulation that threatened to unravel his life. He rationalized his actions, convincing himself that the ends justified the means. He believed that his dreams were worth the risk, that the potential rewards outweighed the potential consequences. He gambled, he borrowed, he even resorted to less than legal activity. The more he became involved, the deeper he sank. He had a vision of a better life, but he was willing to trade his integrity to obtain it. The pressure was enormous, and he was convinced that it was a now or never situation. The problem with chasing a dream with desperation is that it often distorts reality. Roger Banks' reality became a tunnel vision where the only thing that mattered was obtaining the money. He lost sight of the important things, the things that truly mattered: his family, his integrity, his peace of mind. His wife, sensing the change in him, pleaded with him to stop, to abandon his reckless pursuit. But he was deaf to her pleas, blinded by his ambition. He became increasingly isolated, consumed by his own internal struggles. The inevitable happened. His schemes unraveled, his debts mounted, and his reputation was tarnished. He lost everything: his job, his family, his dreams. He was left with nothing but the bitter taste of regret, a stark reminder of the price he had paid for his ambition. The story of Roger Banks is a cautionary tale, a reminder that the pursuit of money can lead us down a dangerous path. It's a story that asks us to consider the true value of wealth and the importance of maintaining our integrity, even in the face of adversity. It's a story that reminds us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the relationships we build, the values we uphold, and the dreams we pursue with honesty and integrity. Roger Banks wanted money for a better life. A life he felt he deserved. He chased that dream and lost everything in the process. He thought money was the answer, but he learned too late that it was only a part of the equation. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.